Howdy everyone, my name's Calling Me Crazy. Welcome back to the channel. As a small reminder, I do have an inbox at askmecrazyquestions at gmail.com if you want to send any questions my way or any advice you want, and I can make a separate video on it. Today we're talking about my waste of time. I'll probably go into more depth about this with YouTube specifically, but I feel like I've woken up a little bit the last day or so. I went home and celebrated my dad's birthday, and I realized how much time I really just waste watching videos or just going down rabbit holes of internet stuff like on the daily, and I do it a lot. I mean, I love to interact and keep up to date and know what other people are doing, but it really just eats and eats and eats away at my time. Should be spending, focusing on doing things for myself, like going to the gym, going for a walk, eating right, spending some time like understanding how I should be eating and like what I should be eating so I can stay healthy, getting active and stuff like that. And I feel like it's getting harder and harder to do that for myself, especially now that I'm out of school. I don't have something on the daily every week to remind me like to do activities or not do activities do like responsibilities and stuff. um I just never really get around to them, and I watch other people do that instead. I watch other people succeed in stuff that they're passionate about, and there are things I'm passionate about that I do work on, but I feel like my progress is kind of at a standstill. And I spend, geez, maybe like half my day every day just watching YouTube, whether it's catching up with a commentator creator here in the niche that we have, watching funny gaming videos. I love doing that whenever I eat lunch or like breakfast, or just relaxing for the evening and diving into some random video I found on my recommended and wasting all my time until I have to go to bed, and it's like 2-3 hours past my bedtime. So there's a lot I spend even just strictly on YouTube to waste my time, but not to mention the time I also spend, looking at social media here and there. I've really cut down my hours on Instagram, which is good, but I still do look at it. I have a couple friends that send me stuff every day, so I like to interact with them in that way and also just keep up to date with them through Instagram, just my DMs. But I send them funny videos, respond to them. Every single message that I get, every text that I get, I don't ever have like, 30,000 messages, piled up on my iMessage or other apps or like Snapchat or anything. I don't get that many messages, but I definitely look at them as soon as possible, which is it's like a good habit, but maybe also a bad habit at the same time. Um, I really shouldn't like bend to other people's messages that quickly. I should really, get whatever I'm doing done first. But sometimes I intercept that time with responding to messages, and it adds up. I find myself almost in the same shoes sometimes as today as I did a year ago. Sometimes I feel like I haven't really grown. I can't really see that growth that I've made in a year's time, especially when I just watched one of my friends graduate. Talked about it in another video earlier this month because that's the time us college kids graduate, and it's just kind of interesting to see where I've been. I really feel like I haven't done much besides, relocate twice. A lot this year has been kind of crazy, but when it comes to like habits and hobbies, I feel like I haven't really progressed in the way I've wanted to and do some of the things I've wanted to, which is kind of annoying. Like what am I doing to work on things I set out to do? When am I actually going to start this comic idea? I've had two for literally like over half my life. I've had this big, like almost like Naruto or like Dragon Ball Z esque comic idea with like lots of fight scenes and cool characters and a bunch of like stupid stuff that is like a typical artist thinks about when they first start drawing, like tons of ideas that all mesh together, and I want to do it. Like I want to do that. I have another one that's a little more recent, another comic idea that's a little more like slice of life, maybe like kind of eerie, weird, creepy. Um, type of slice of life where it's got like a twist to it, and that seems a little more laid back and I feel like plausible instead of trying to make this big convoluted storyline and all that. So I may try to get that started at least, like get some sketches going, get my drawing hand back together. I talked about wanting to do drawing again for the summer, and it's true. And I have drawn a little bit. I did a sketch I think last week. I pulled out my tablet and I don't know. I felt inspired to start again. And one thing I really want to do, this is kind of a spoiler, but I really want to work on my channel banner. I want to make a new one and make it like more the Call Me Crazy theme rather than just some random space theme that I made like forever ago when I first started drawing on the computer. That image is so old. I think that's like the oldest digital drawing I have like still available, because I lost a lot of them whenever I got a new computer. I lost like a good bit of my hard drive, so that's kind of like one of the last standing pieces of art I have left. But again, like, when am I gonna start looking for a partner again? I don't know if I'm really emotionally ready for something like that, but I would like to try and maybe not spend as much time not trying, and then, when will I get my lazy ass back in the gym on the weekly? I'm reading some of the stuff I wrote down for this video, and I really want to work on this stuff. I wish I knew when I was going to do these things, but I mean, the only way you ever start is actually just starting, and that's the point in this video. I feel like this has been said plenty of times by other people, but you really just don't think about it. If you're going to do something, don't say you're not ready for something, because you never will be. You're never going to be ready. You're never going to have enough money. You're never going to have the right personnel, the right job, the right timing. It's like stocks. Like, there's never a good timing in stocks. You just do it. You just start doing stocks if you're investing. So don't think about it. This is a video for me as well as you guys, just to tell myself to go do shit. Like, stop being on my phone. I don't have to risk everything, just enough to allot some time by dropping my phone, stop getting distracted, and really get off YouTube. That's like a big one. I think I need to start limiting my time on YouTube, and especially what I watch too. That is probably another video I'll make as well. But yeah, go do at least one of those things you set out to do. Like, start one of them. I appreciate you guys listening and watching. I want to thank BizPath for really like making these inspirational videos as well, over on his channel every like month or so, because they get me going. They really like tell me like, get up, get active, do the thing that you're supposed to do or that you want to do. Like, stop sitting on your ass and being lazy. So hopefully that message can come across to you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.